Hello everybody, welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanandSaurusRex. My name is Sean, and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can catch a fresh game of baseball inside MLB, the Show 25's franchise mode. Today, it looks like we have a colorful matchup. We're going to be wearing our custom uniform. It's like Alt 2 with the gray pants or whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to be wearing seafoam green. I guess that's the important part of it. So, okay, I guess part of it does matter. 4-1 is Bryce Miller with a 3.30 ERA taking on Framber Valdez. We cannot get too excited about this. I mentioned it at the end of the last video. We haven't hit particularly well against this team already. We've been in some bad habits since game 2 with that White Sox franchise. Not a large sample size, but enough to make you kind of go like, hey, maybe let's not do this. Framber Valdez is 2-6 with a 5.19 ERA. That's not good. It's a bad record. We saw a pitcher with a 1-2 record with a very good ERA. Now we have a pitcher with a losing record and a bad ERA. Let's see. Hopefully we can jump in and do some damage. But let's find out by playing the next game. Play full game. It will be custom. Alternate 2, road. Okay, road pants. All right. We'll go here. All right. Lineup should be a little bit better today, and I only say that because Julio was in the lineup yesterday. Rosarena's back in the lineup. I forget. There was some tinkerage with it yesterday. Though Solano's cold. Is it worth? Oh, Dylan Moore's playing second because of the injury. Wait, who's in right? Robles. Oh, Robles is back. Why is Dylan Moore in second? Okay, that's fine. Weird. Oh, you know what I never did yesterday? I never bothered to check. I kind of don't want to, but I never did check if the one thing was on the left or the right all game long. Because that broke my brain. Ooh, that's a great shot.
It's the Seattle Mariners.
That looks fantastic. Astros. All right, here are the storylines for today's game. Bryce Miller dominant on the mound as of late. Pena hitting .362 over the last 12 games. Jordan .417 over the last 7 games, so that would put him in the lineup. Jorge Polanco takes the league lead for average, which is kind of wild, .360. Raleigh shined in the win yesterday. Kinder Diaz was very good, though he shined in the loss. Our starting pitching, oh my goodness. We're looking to extend a 27-game win streak. Over the last 28 games, the starting pitching has gone 177 innings, a 1.42 ERA, 227 strikeouts, and over the last 4 games, it's 6.5 runs a game, 3.11 ERA average, and 11 home runs. It's game number 50, by the way. The big 5-0, which means we only have 112 of these left. Athletics wins 7 straight. Adley Rutschman breaks out of a 2-for-21 slump with a 2-hit performance. Adolis Garcia breaks out of a 1-for-16 slump with a 2-hit performance. Castillo wins 8th game, tied for the AL lead, which I believe is our own pitcher. League lead in strikeouts, or AL lead in strikeouts, is up to 90. O'Hoppe breaks an 0-for-16 hitless streak with a 2-hit performance versus the Athletics. Peralta records 1,000th career strikeout. Matt Waldron is on the 15-day IL for the Padres. And Cedane Rafaela. I always want to put that E before the A. Rafaela, but that's not right. He's on the 10-day IL for the Red Sox. There's a very brief look at your farm report. Okay, here we go. We struggled yesterday. Let me see if I can find that footage real quick. I'm going to mute my computer and hopefully not break everything. Was it on the left side the whole time?
Well, I'll say this.
And if it was on the right side, why did it swap? Okay, there's me yesterday. That's not helpful.
He wants to be more effective here. So,
okay, it was on the left like the entire time. It was on the left the entire time. What is wrong with me? Oh, that's a bad swing. That's a real bad start. Hold on. I'm not fully locked in the way I should be. It was on the left the whole time. Was it on the right side in the White Sox series? This is a bad start. This is a disastrous. Hold on, that's a good one. Oh, actually, it turns out it's not.
A huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be
come on.
successful
I need
in
you to
today's
just...
game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're
Okay, it was on the right side in the White Sox series, and it's a very similar camera angle. It's pretty centered. All right, let's throw that at bat out.
So definitely critical to hit those.
Let's dial it in. Let's lock in. Here we go. It's somehow we're starting with one out. Very weird situation there. That's fine. We can let that go. Let's take a look at sinker at 96, a curveball at 82, a circle change at 90, a slider at 88, and a four-seam at 97. That cannot possibly be. Thank God. Thank you, Solano. That was bad.
On it says he held up. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good.
Should have been
teams in
strike
the
three,
league right
but
now, and even in the postseason.
We got a generous call there.
Way inside.
Obviously, a much better at bat because I'm, paying attention. That's helpful. Turns out. Fuck me.
95 to finish him off.
Clearly looking out over the plate.
I didn't anticipate a high pitch. If it's going to be a high pitch, it's going to probably be a fastball or a mistake.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Okay, and that's a very full drink.
That's in for a strike at 95.
We'll put a lid on.
And it's 0-1.
God forbid. There's just no reason for me to have open drinks on this desk. PS5's not known for their liquid resilience. Oof, that curveball. So if that's his second pitch, fuck. That drop from 96 to 82 is brutal for me. That's low.
Pitches in the dirt. Now 1-2.
Okay. We just gotta look for that big curve, see if we can put in.
And a swing and a miss.
Ooh, the circle change. I was thinking about the curveball too much. Okay. Not a good start. A terrible first at-bat and 2 strikeouts. And that was... We did a good job to get 3 runs in the first inning, though we didn't do a whole lot after that until the game was tied. I mean, this is exactly the type of pitching that is going to give us a fit. It's just going to be awful.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable.
Okay. Mariners got their doors blown off yesterday. 9-2. I am concerned with the bullpen. I know it wasn't the bullpen's fault yesterday. I understand that, but
that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
I am not necessarily watching every single game because I'm often making content and stuff like that. Even though I pay $20 a month for it, which I either need to cancel or watch more games. Both are acceptable options. Nice job, Moore. Nicely done. Okay, let's keep Frelick off the bases because he has good speed. As we take a look at the Houston lineup.
Huge for them over the last month plus. Sal Frelick.
What am I trying to say?
Big-time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and nightmare for opposing
following
pitchers.
some of the scores, it has been a little too frequent for my liking that they have had a lead even though it's small, and then all of a sudden it's kind of gone. And it's like, oh shoot. All of this, or in last night's case, they were kind of within striking distance, though it wasn't great. And then all of a sudden it was like 9, and you're like, oh, okay. Altuve homered in back-to-back innings last night, and it's like, oh, God.
1 out, base is empty.
But that's fine.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rosarena.
Okay, Rosarena.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, left fielder.
2 down, base is empty.
We did not have to deal with Alvarez yesterday, which is a positive for us.
And first off,
especially when we make real bad pitches like that. Yordan Alvarez, and this is not a joke, like...
That one ripped.
God damn it.
That's bad.
Well, he did that in a playoff game. You know what? I'm surprised I didn't get the leap. I gotta stop throwing sweepers. They do not bite the way that I want them to. And I don't know if it's just the stadium or the pitching staff lately, but it just seems like the pitches are not going where I want them to go.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So, would we have had a shot at it? I kind of doubt it, but we'll take a peek at it. Here's Julio. Okay, so we got a hit. And I mean, it was a no-doubter. Oh, I guess I don't need to look at Julio. Where's the ball? Yeah, no chance. No realistic shot at that. That's fine.
2 down. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros.
Okay, let's lock in. That sweeper wasn't terrible. Obviously, I want it buried a little bit more in the corner, but it was on the edge of the zone. It's just a better swing than pitch, and Jordan does that, so I don't think it's anything to be too irritated with.
Next offering is in
That
for a
fastball
strike.
I'm a little concerned with early, but... All
All
right, here we go. We're throwing a sweeper again because I'm an idiot.
He's not ready to pull the trigger. He's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Okay, that
And
works.
a swing and a
2 out
miss,
damage, too.
and that's
Damn it.
that.
Damn
One
it.
scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now
I'm surprised
1-0.
Jordan's not
Major
in
League
the
Baseball is
4
on
spot.
The show. Second inning set to go. And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
I forget that Framber's a lefty.
Back to work.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through.
Ooh, that's a hot shot to first.
Throws to first in time.
Darn it.
And quickly
Just a little on top of it. I'm guessing we were early on that.
And up next for Seattle, Jorge Polanco.
Oh, just late. My apologies.
Headed towards the corner. Frelick running hard to get it. Hauls it in after a long
Of course, it's
run.
Frelick.
That's out
God damn it.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases
Late
for
under
sure.
it.
The pitcher's his friend. He'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
out to center.
That's going to hang up for now. Okay.
Duvall makes
We
the
are
play,
late on
and
all
that
of those
is that.
pitches.
Nothing doing for the offense that time.
Okay.
Down to the bottom of the second.
That's
it's the
fine.
Astros
Fine.
1 and the Mariners nothing.
Hopefully the Mariners can at least split the series against the Astros. You never want a 4-game sweep. A 3-1 salvage the series, I think, puts them in a tie for
Ready to
first.
go to the last half of the inning. Now the catcher comes up to hit. Yainer Diaz.
I mean, obviously, we want a 4-game sweep
That
then.
catches the zone
There
for
we
a
go.
strike. 0-1.
Okay.
Tapped at the
That was a
plate, but it's
horrible
foul
splitter.
ball.
Bryce Miller is two of his 4 like realistic pitches are just not
Foul off to
good
the
for me
right
to use.
side, keeps the AB
The
going.
sweeper, I just don't feel like I'm good with, and the splitter, I cannot throw at all.
This one popped up.
Got him
Foul
on
ground,
with the
first base
speed
side.
difference there.
Raley makes the catch, and there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Brendan Rodgers.
Okay, that's the
batting
best splitter
with
I've
one
thrown.
down,
Took a second to
takes a
look
strike.
at it, which I think is helpful.
Strike 2.
Okay, needed that fastball. We saw it drifting toward the batters, the right-hand batter's box, all game yesterday, the whole game last night. Need that to kind of just a touch inside. All right, we're going to a sweeper. I need to stop throwing it.
And a sweeper misses
That's fine.
for a ball.
We're going to throw it again.
Swing and a ground ball. Solano sends it across
Okay.
to first. 2 up, 2 down.
2 down.
Batting 7.
Ooh, we're only 3 saves behind.
Victor Caratini.
Vic Caratini at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
He did a good job, the hitter did, to delay his swing a little bit and just try to get there. We got a decent enough jump with Solano.
So good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
I wish he had something that I could throw away from the hitter.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning.
All right.
So they make
So we've only given up the long bomb.
Head on down to the
That's
top
it.
of the third. It's the Astros 1 and the Mariners nothing.
We need to start putting some
All set for the start.
some runners on here.
Stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. Valdez with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Right through there for a strike.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Boy, that was right in the same spot.
0-2 now.
That's a good take.
2 strikes.
And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout.
God, that curveball.
Clearly didn't recognize
That was the
curveball
only
out of the
pitch that we
hand.
swung at, though I did technically hit X.
Far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out.
Now at the plate, Luke Raley.
Hey, thank you, Luke Raley.
Fly ball, well struck. That one is
I'll
back.
take a lefty swing. Let's go.
It's gone. He'll circle the bases. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 1-1.
Framber, is your neck
So
okay?
the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle
Wow.
of home runs. And
That's
I know how much you love
unbelievable.
the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now. He can't miss. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage. Even if it's a
Love
pretty good
that
sinker
sound.
like that one.
Perfect,
Nice
perfect.
piece of hitting there at the plate.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to third.
Ooh, that curveball was more inside than I thought it was going to be.
Throw to first. Yeah, they get the out.
We needed to flip the swings there. I don't think the timing was going to be good either way, but at least the other one was like in the zone.
Up next for the Mariners. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one fouled off. And the 0-1. Just
Sometime.
missed.
1 ball,
2
1
down,
strike.
base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Line drive.
There
and
we go.
That's a base hit.
There we go. Let's put some swings out there, huh? I do like this color matchup, though. I like that we're wearing our seafoam green. They're wearing that nice orange. They didn't wear their, did they wear their City Connects last night? I don't think so.
Struck out looking his first time. And he takes a strike.
Some better at-bats here for us.
The 0-1.
That's fine. I don't love it, but it's fine.
First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Soft contact in the air.
That's
he gloves it.
fuck me.
Solo homer
Oh,
gets
what a
the
horrible
ends even in
swing.
this one. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dyken Park, set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Got it started a little too
Okay,
early.
the important
Strike
part, though, is that we
one.
not up the game at 1 apiece. Perfect lefty swing for us. A couple of no-doubters between the two teams, and it's 1-1 through 2.5.
And down on strikes.
All right, this zone is wide. It is wide, and it is a little bit, at least low. I don't know that we've gotten much high. That is...
Really got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
These are some of the spots that we were not able to figure out yesterday. It was consistently a ball, with the exception of one weird pitch that was like, oh, that's how you're doing it? That's a terrible splitter. At least I'm throwing it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
There we go.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
So digging in, Sal Frelick. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And another ball.
Yeah, we don't want to use that slider too much. Probably should use it more against the right-handed as a payoff pitch.
In the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. He's got it.
Okay.
And that's the 3rd out.
We're good.
With 3 complete, we're tied at 1 apiece.
I forgot that we had a second hit.
Back here in Houston, and now it's Julio Rodriguez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed.
It's probably a blessing in disguise. We were going to pump that up.
On the ground,
Foul.
and it goes just foul.
Well,
now, let's take a second. We're a little aggressive with the swings here.
At that position, just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
A couple curveballs that look like they maybe could have hit Julio.
On the ground to the left.
Ooh, that curveball.
Zips
That
curveball.
curveball.
And 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Raleigh in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. And that's in there at the knees.
Okay.
That's outside.
It's fine.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that gets the inside.
Yeah, he threw a circle change. Got me with a slider. Just hold that string a little bit. Just yanked it. Damn. Damn.
Known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jorge Polanco digs in now. Flied to right his first time. He swings and fouls one off.
So we want, what, a slider? Down at 84. That circle change wasn't that much quicker.
2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Up next for Seattle.
I mean, it's absolutely a base hit.
Go ahead run on base. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Hot shot to
Fucking
first base, and he snags it to end the
fuck.
inning. Mariners lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Bottom of the inning, and now Mauricio Dubon.
Center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
I'll take it.
Crawford. And he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Anybody checking out the new content in the game? They had a show live. There's a new
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game.
Color Rush, I think is what I can't remember what it's called. But there's new like Team Affinity stuff, which is kind of interesting. I like the design of the cards. Oh boy.
Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, way too early. We got too cute with a sweeper last time. Let's get too cute with a
takes
litter.
Ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And Air Yordan is grounded by the K. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
That's at least 2 strikeouts that are just... His very head tilt of like, oh, you gave me that?
Expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
That is very surprising.
Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Outside low.
Actually, here, let's check the real life standings here. Do. Standings. Mariners are 2.5 ahead, so they need to not get swept to maintain a 2.5 or like at least a half game lead. That's a really bad pitch.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out
Astros and Mariners are the only teams with winning records in the American League West.
Put himself in a really good spot.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
That's a little surprising considering how that's been called throughout.
His first batter right here.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna get a funky animation from Altuve that he just wasn't gonna.
And there's the
He wasn't even gonna swing. A little surprised that we induced a swing out of that, but I'll take it. That was the spot that the...
strikes him out for the second time today. 1, 2, 3 goes.
That sleeper was a
remains
similar spot to where Yordan nuked it, but... That is now 3. That's 3 very beneficial strikeout calls.
A pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performing.
1 run for each. Framber's given up 3 hits. We've only given up 1. We've struck out 6, while Dave struck out 4. So those numbers equal 7. No walks on either side. Not surprising for Framber. I lose patience. And we don't throw strikes. That's fucking sinker.
Rosarena, the former rookie of the year, 30 years old now, and he was born in Cuba, and that's down and away. In the air, pretty deep out to center field.
We are so late on the sinker.
Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Raley.
So up next, Luke Raley. He's already homered here in this one.
Too aggressive. Late on that sinker again.
Over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This game has been so
just so bad.
Like
it's so fucking bad.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it
fine.
Again. That misses the zone. And the count 1 and 2.
Should be at least ball 2. got down.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one lifted to left. Alvarez in position. And there's 2 down. Here's Dylan Moore. Swings through that one for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch off the plate. And that's ball 1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here's the catcher.
And we're not even doing the thing where we're... I don't feel like the eyes are too big. We're just not seeing that curveball. We're late on the...
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the
we're really late on all the sinkers that are coming in.
Almost allowed start to
it's just we're in such a brutal position. We're late on the sinker and the fastball. We are early on the curveball and the...
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Circle change and slider.
And a strike in there.
That might be the only pitch we're even like close on, but it's not.
That misses, and the count is 1-2.
Sailed on me a little bit.
Zone. Very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Moore slings to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So 2 down now, and here is Victor Caratini at 96.
There we go.
Pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Fuck.
Foul ball still 0-2.
At least I saw that one was going to be bad. Let's slow him down to speed him up.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just missing there. Going to count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that just misses.
2-2 the count.
Good eye right
No
there.
way.
Wow, this guy's really
No way.
there as if his run is the
That spot's been a little wide all game long. Needed that. Needed that call.
3 up, 3 down inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. And we're back. Top 6. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. This is a guy you gotta keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely
Sorry.
Drop a drag bunt from time to time. And he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Sorry. I can't. I don't have a deep voice. Sorry. Sorry. That's as deep as I can go. Fuck me. God damn it. Fucking idiot. Stop swinging.
And that's 1 out as they get the lead in the 6th.
Committed to the low part of the zone, but not committed enough.
In this one. And that is out of play.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
From time to time, try and use
sorry.
Really as a way to beat the shift. That one ran inside, almost got him.
I think we're seeing that curveball a little bit better when it's coming in inside. We're not perfect at it, but it's better.
In the air, right side.
That is an out. God, that really stayed up there.
2 away.
I didn't think it was going to hang in the air that long. I thought it would dive down a little bit.
And go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
That's a bad swing.
Offering is fouled off. And that one hammered.
Go.
Sails
Let's fucking go, Julio!
A gigantic blast. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
I thought we were going to have a little bit of funk with that wall over there.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making
that is one
like
of the
that.
best.
And right there,
that's one of the few pitches I've actually felt like I've seen pretty okay. The Raley home run was better lucky than good.
So 2 away with nobody on. And
that one we saw that curveball high.
Cal Raleigh. And
that's aggressive. Got excited. Got real excited about that.
That misses.
Nope. Ball
1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're the top half of the 6th. Backed off the plate that time.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Okay. Hey, way to get a piece on that slider.
2 down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2.
That was a ball. That's okay. We're getting contact on it.
You're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And we let it go. Damn it. That was, I'm sure that was a curveball. Just kind of ran out of patience there. A little too auto swingy.
Thanks to this solo homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball
Hell
game.
yeah. Hell yes. I gotta go buy me a Nintendo Switch 2 patch jersey.
Well, we go bottom 6, and now
Astros,
Jeremy
the
Pena.
shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
You know, this guy's
There
great
we
speed
go.
is in the back of that pitcher's mind.
All
If he
right,
can
so
get on,
2-1
it's
here in the
gonna be
bottom of the
one thing he's
6th.
gotta think about.
We are about to get through
Next offer,
time
he's in for a
number...
strike.
Oh, that's right. They only had the 1 hit. Okay.
And it's
I got thrown off with the 8 spot for some reason. So we're about to start the 3rd time through the lineup.
To the right side. And that chance handled. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done.
Cannot believe we got that. He's at 99 speed. I thought with how deep he was in the hole, I thought there was no shot that we were going to get him.
And that misses.
Sweeper just down low.
Fastball for a strike.
Huh? Hmm?
Breaks his bat, pops it up. Fires to first on the run, and he beats.
Why the fuck did that give me Dylan Moore?
An infield single.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a
It's a broken bat. Miller just stood there and looked at it. It died in the infield. How deep was Miller? Or Moore, excuse me. I said Miller, but Moore's pretty deep. He's near the cut of the grass. What? Okay, that's fine. Let's go manager. Actually, let's take a look at the other side. If we had a lefty, that'd have been good. Victor Caratini's batting .087.
there, and he earns the base hit.
And now here is Sal Frelick. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play.
What a fucking double play. What an incredible double play. Let's go, Luke Raley. Whew. Thank him. Oh, I was going to look at that wall.
Luis
I had to go
Garcia
check out all the
will take over
sponsors.
here.
Just trying to keep
Luis
this one close
Garcia
here, and this is
is
where
coming on in here. 29 games, a 3-2 record. 3 holds, 46 innings pitched, a 3.13 ERA, 11.8% strikeout rate. And I did not get to the averages. We are here in the top of the 7th as we get shaded. And it's another pitcher sinker 12-6 curve, a cutter, and a slurve. Those are new pitches that we'll have to look out for.
That missed by a lot. And that is ball one. Activity in the bullpen.
Nobody give Texas a starting pitcher, okay? Or pitcher, all right? Just like be cool, computer teams.
Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the playbook. It's not always.
I thought he was there.
Something to improve.
I assumed that he was going to be in the area, and then he was nowhere close.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford.
That 12-6 curve felt like I saw that one pretty okay. Push the button really hard.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Polanco coming.
We're gonna head to.
He'll score. Throw to second.
We're in. Okay. Hey.
He's there easily.
Waste no time there.
Here we go. We got to the bullpen. That's what we were able to do. Now we're able to. It feels like we're seeing it a little bit better.
Runner in scoring position. No outs.
Oh, that was on a cutter. We were early.
Getting ready to hit.
That's a great take. That's a great take.
No outs. Runner on second. Popped up right.
That's a really, really poor swing.
Under this one.
We saw that other 12-6 curve like pretty well, but
and there's one down.
It's bad. It's a bad swing.
Digging in.
All right, Rayleigh got the scoring started for us though with a solo home run back in the third. Perfect.
Swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Fouled off.
He is leaving that 12-6 curve up there. I am very tempted by it, but I shouldn't be.
Man at second.
That's outside. Never strike. Never strike. We're good.
Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, a little too passive there.
Leads off second with one gone in the inning.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take a piece of contact at least.
Smoked on the ground a second. Altuve slings.
It's a productive out, but I don't love it.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's
Hearing
internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Dylan Moore digs in now.
Ooh, 12-6 curve got me.
0-1's the count.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Here's a high chopper.
So the runner on second with nobody out continues to be a problem. Thankfully, Crawford did at least knock in a run for us to extend the lead to 2. But we have him on second. It's a bad pop out. It's a productive out, I guess, but it moves him to third and then a bad third out. It's really, really weird. And a very funky schedule for the Astros just get 2 against the Athletics. Just for fun, I guess. Weird. And then they see the Rays. So they're in the middle of a big homestand. As we will also have Monday off, and then we get, I believe, the Twins.
That's in there. Strike one.
And I don't know who else past that. We're about to enter the month of June. What?
Right side. Moore.
There we
Slings
go.
to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight
Jordan's
plays
1
you
for
make, if
2.
you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Probably should have honestly. Well,
On the ground to first, Rayleigh.
okay, that's
Handle
actually
throws to first.
huge.
Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That one drifts inside.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Oh,
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Come on.
Upstairs. And the count is even, 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because
bad,
he fouls
bad,
off so
bad,
many
bad, bad,
pitches
bad,
in
bad,
right
bad.
there.
What?
Ah, that's
Good.
strike 3.
Great.
And the
Incredible.
third out. So we take a break. Astros are down quietly.
I thought that was going to be over
It's
the heart of the
3-1.
plate. I thought we were going to be looking at a 3-2 game. That was a very bad-looking pitch.
Welcome back. And a
But
new
we
arm
survived.
on
We
the
get a
mound to
little,
start the
little on the
8th.
luckier
Taylor
side, but
Scott.
that's all
And
right.
we all know about the sliders.
Taylor
It's just
Scott.
dirty, man.
We all know I don't know my
Better
Taylors
one
from my
game, I'd
Tylers.
say spin rate's very
27
high.
games for Scott. No record, 1 hold, 28 innings, a
So back to the
5.79
top of the order.
ERA.
Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Victor Robles. 1 for 3.
95 on a fastball, splitter at 88, slider at 86, and a sinker at 95. That is a horrific swing.
And it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian King, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting
Okay,
loose.
let's
Abreu
step out of the
going
box
in,
because what the
also
fuck are we
getting
doing here?
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That's an abysmal at bat.
Alvarez makes the catch, and there's one down. Donovan Solano now at the plate. 0 for 3.
Looking fastball, those first 2 pitches.
And he swings
What
through.
am I doing?
High
Stop
fastball, particularly
hitting
for young
buttons.
hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well
It's-
at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
We are all out of sorts here. Looking fastball, slider, and a bad swing. This first pitch, we're looking for something that's going to drop in the zone, but we're looking low in the zone anyway. There we go. I'll take a little perfect there.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every
Hey, let's
hitting coach
enjoy
in the
Julio's
league.
home
Just
run.
a nice line drive into center field.
And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat.
enjoy
and
that
he's
again.
going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
And that's
It's low.
downstairs. And that's ball
Counts
1.
1-0.
Scott, in his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker.
Fudge.
Popped up. Pena
Just early.
settles under this one. Hauls it in, 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. Ball 1
Here
low.
we go.
1-0.
Splitter low.
Solano
Let it
off
go.
the first with 2 away. Off the
Nope,
mark there.
inside, ball 2.
And the count is 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
Way too aggressive. Wanted to be aggressive on a fastball. Should have been able to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Next
There
pitch
we go.
is
That's a
outside.
good take. Never a
At this point
strike.
in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
So now 2 on.
Okay. Hey, I'll take
and
it.
2
I'll take it.
outs.
I think even if that's strike 2, we've seen a lot on the outside that's been called a strike. Kind of go, I don't know if I love it, but we've gotten 3 or 4 at this point strikeouts that have just been like, what, dog? Excuse me, sir?
He's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Brian
Number
King.
74.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
First and second, 2 outs. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. That
Never a
misses the
strike.
Zone, 1-0.
Also, I didn't look at his pitches, so I figured even if that's strike 1, we got to let that roll. 4-seam at 95, a slider at 84, curveball at 80, a sinker at 94.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Oh, the curveball dropped it over the birthday.
Fires across the diamond, and that is that. Mariners leave a couple, and the score stays.
We've been seeing the curveball better. Darn it. We've held them to 2 hits. An incredible double play really helps in this game. Where are we? Let's bring in Matt Brash. We will leave the lefty warmed up just in case. But we can jump into the bullpen and throw Munoz up as well, because we will need his arm,
Number 47.
and hopefully he can inch a little closer to.
That's in there.
These Astros being a little too patient at the plate in this game. We've seen them go down looking several times. Just
What's it
not
called?
really showing much fight in a lot of.
I don't know where I was
at-bats
going with
so
that
far.
sentence.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in
Start
the
cutting into that
Those plays
saves
are
lead
pretty
for
routine, but
Clase a little bit. I think this may be where I was going with that.
A good play right there.
Rogers now in the box, comes up empty with a swing
Like
there.
that position or that
Up
spot.
by 2 here, the bottom half of the
Ooh.
8th inning. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Comes up empty.
I do not throw the
That's
slurve
strike
very
2.
well either.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I definitely don't bury it enough.
To first, and that quickly
There
2
we go.
away.
Now batting. First baseman, Victor.
And now the first baseman,
Caratini.
Victor Caratini. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
No, thank you. No, thank you on that location.
And there's a foul ball.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th. With
There we go.
That's a strikeout. And
There we
that'll
go.
do it for the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, and they still trail it here 3-1.
Another fan cam that we get. Let's look at the sun. Everyone enjoy the sun.
Back here in Houston, new inning getting started. And the batter now, J.P. Crawford.
Okay. Oh,
High fly
Sean.
ball out to center field.
You just
2 ball.
can't be
Into
doing that,
his right.
man.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting. Left fielder, Randy
At the
Arozarena.
plate, Randy Arozarena. Just
There we go.
missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Lance McCullers Jr., the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. France getting loose as well. 1 down, base is empty.
Oh
Lifted
my
in the
God.
air, right field.
No way.
Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting. The first baseman, Luke Ray.
And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. And first offering is fouled off.
We're really making this guy's... we're really giving this guy a break. 7 pitches. 8 pitches. He almost got 4 outs in like 8 pitches. Really, really bad. He did a tremendous job keeping me off balance. That slider all the way down at 79 after a mid-90s fastball or whatever it was. Fuck me. 34 XP. They, like, that's how you know that I had an abysmal inning. They're like, I guess we have to give you something for this, but we don't want to. We'd give you a 0 if we could. But it's time for our man, Senor Smoke. Andres Munoz, 20 games, a 1-1 record, perfect 18 for 18 on saves, 18.2 innings pitched. Oh, look at those numbers. That strikeout rate, no ERA, a fucking horrible slider. Okay, all right, Sean, let's lock it in a little bit. We don't really care about Pena. He's fast. It's fine.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout.
That was
guys pumping their fists. They know
awful.
they got a chance in this ball game.
Now, Pedro Leon. And that's in for a strike.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter when you're about to turn this lineup over. So
doing something on the living room. I was like, that's a very weird noise.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Just missed.
Ooh.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hauls it in.
Oh,
Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job.
Oh, that one pulled him just a little further. I wanted another incredible double play.
Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Freeland in the box now. Take strike 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's
That's a great slider.
hard right at them if they're
We throw it just a little more on the inside.
Up the middle.
Why? Oh my fucking God, Crawford, get there. Why did it not give me Dylan Moore? What the fuck does this game... I hate this goddamn game sometimes. Well, he didn't give me Dylan Moore at all. He just fucking stood there. Oh my goodness.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. That just missed.
And that's the second time that the game has not given me the player that it should. It's given me Dylan Moore when it should have given me the pitcher, and it gave me the... I think it gave me the pitcher when it should have given me fucking Dylan Moore. Are you out of your goddamn mind, video game?
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
It's going to make this victory all the more sweet. Huh.
Got him looking. And just 1 out remaining for Houston.
My God. With the most confidence in the world, I almost threw the game away. I almost threw that away. Going to make the victory all the more sweeter. Here's a fastball right down the middle. Just right down the middle.
Down to their last out. Here's Jordan Alvarez.
Let's just look at something. Oh, it doesn't fucking matter. Never mind. So Jordan's good either way. His power is a little better against righties, but the contact is a little better against lefties. I mean, you gotta stick with your guy, Munoz. Ride or die.
Outside, ball 1.
I think we can pitch a little carefully to him.
Closers, they seem to live for him. And you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Up the middle.
Ball game. Okay.
And the Mariners hold on to win a tight one.
Lord help this video game if I lost that. I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad. Holy crap.
I really don't know what else to say.
I can't wait to go back and look at that footage. Because I'm guessing it gave me the pitcher for some reason and then gave me Julio. I assumed it was going to switch me to Dylan Moore which is why when it switched me to Julio, I yanked him all the way to the left and then had to jerk the stick back to the right. We're lucky that wasn't an inside the park home run. To blow the save, because the game just goes, have whatever, we don't care. On the back end, we roll a 6, you get the fucking pitcher. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Holy God in heaven. Oh. We win. Munoz's ERA, though, is going to come up to not just a 0. Though I would say that that's an error on the video game. We lead the series 2-0. We knock out 7 hits. Only scored 3 runs. We struggled with our bats again today. I think we were a little too trigger happy at times. But that sometimes is how it goes. We got to slow down a little bit. That was when we were at our best. When we saw some of those pitches. And we did finally figure out Framber Valdez's curveball. And then we mauled. I think we mauled one of them. And probably should have had a little bit more. But 3 runs kind of scattered throughout the game. Turns out it really helped because we gave up that 1 bad run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Framber goes 6 innings. He gives up 4 hits. Strikes out 5. No walks. 2 earned on his line. It wasn't enough for him to avoid the loss. Alvarez was 1 for 4 with a home run. Frelick was 1 for 4 with a triple. He knocked in a run, and Pena 1 for 3. He scored a run. I'm a little surprised to see. I believe Pena has really good speed. He's right at the bottom of the lineup, which I would flip to the top, but then that would replace... Because I like Frelick in the top spot. And maybe it's just because I have a righty pitcher. We don't see this the other way. I'd put Pena in the 2 spot. And then Yordan. I guess it would be behind, with Yordan behind you, doesn't matter how fast you are. He's fucking hitting nukes to other parts of Texas. Seattle, we get the win. Bryce Miller, 7 innings, 2 hits, 8 strikeouts, no walks, 1 earned. About half of those strikeouts were very generous pitcher strike 3 calls. Julio was 1 for 4 with a home run, as was Rayleigh. Polanco was 2 for 4 with a double. He scored, and Crawford knocked in a run with a double on a 1 for 4 day. Munoz picks up save number 19 on the season. Crawford, though, unfortunately, we did strand in, I believe that would have been the run in the top of the 7th. We did strand him on second with nobody out, which is a little frustrating, but that's how it goes, I guess. There we go. I guess we got 1,000 subs. Good for me. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those W's. Look at all those wins. We're 44-6. We're the greatest team in the world. We have been struggling a little bit here in Houston. That 6-3 game was pretty weird. The Chicago series, that was about what you would expect, but we won some tough games against San Diego, so I don't know. I feel like we're doing what we need to do. And that will do it. The Travelers don't have 2 valid lineups. I don't care. Spencer Arrighetti, 2-5 with a 5.53 ERA, will be on the mound for the Astros in Game 3. George Kirby is 8-1 with a 2.64 ERA. He is taking the mound for the Seattle Mariners in tomorrow's game. Before I go, let's rip a pack real quick, because I have 78 of these and I don't know what to do with them. Use them for your Diamond Dynasty. Okay. Oh, God. I have so many of those. Stop giving me that. New. Okay, we can sell that. Look at that. Wow, unbelievable. So 25.5 and the other one for like 38. So we got stubs, I guess. And we have over 100,000. I have over 100,000 subs. Is there anything interesting in the store? They did just update today. Let's take a look. You and me and us together. Oh, our Memorial Day pack. Yes. Claim that for free. Crescent moon, full moon, eclipse, headliners. Nothing. Put more free packs in the store. God. Ugh. Here, let's rip the Memorial pack real quick. Oh my God, it's a diamond. What could it be? Memorial Day bat. Okay. Well, there you go. That's the game for today. Mariners win 3-1. We're looking for a series win tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Not that. For more, subscribe right over here. You can ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Check out the gameplay or the playlist right here. It updates every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time with new MLB The Show videos. And check out up here for a video. Probably yesterday's video. I did not upload anything today because I went into work early and Splitgate 2 servers are offline. So kind of a double fuck right there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. What a weird way to end it. We'll see you tomorrow. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.